It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Tampa Bay. It's the Packers and the Buccaneers on EA Sports.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowd. A couple of teams that don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out, as off we go in the NFC title game. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be let out, Greg, by their rookie quarterback.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand, and he's going to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Taking off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
on first down. It's Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down back for a loss of yards.
He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They'll throw on first down with Allen. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Allen. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that'll set up 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That is brought in at the 10. He is in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over for their second possession. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll run. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just off. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Now Allen. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Here's Allen. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Now Allen. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Injured player on the field, and that indeed is Josh Allen. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They go right back to Taylor. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. In motion is Hill. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Hill. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
To return, it's Nixon. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throw Clifford. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Hunt. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Here's a run with Hunt. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, here's Clifford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He's into space, past the 5. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
In motion comes Pittman. To throw is Clifford. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. A run now on 2nd down. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Clifford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion is Hill. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now a carry for Hunt. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick with him again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Pittman. Now Clifford. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Slot man in motion right. And it looks like it's gonna have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Packers.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Clifford looking to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now the rookie 3rd rounder from SC, it's Marshawn Lloyd. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Floyd. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. And in motion, it's Diggs. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Bucs offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. The linebacker, Quay Walker.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. Throwing, Clifford. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Buccaneers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On comes the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right the 40-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Hunt. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. In motion comes Pittman. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's the tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll send their tight end left. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Packers. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is none as this drive starts with first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
He'll look to them. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So they come to the line for first down and 10. His drive will start on round, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Whoa. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
We're starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll go with a counter on first down. Not much happening there, just a short game. Throwing, Clifford. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Levante David.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Catch made by Thielen. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. In motion is Hill. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Clifford. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Clifford. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll motion a tight end right. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. In motion is Hill. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll look to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. These two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound. We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the Indianapolis Colts.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Clifford looking to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. In motion comes Pittman. Now Clifford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
Throwing is Clifford. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on free and extend the lead.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. One of the tight ends motions right. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
A high throw over the middle that's taken in. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
1st and 10. Now, a carry for Hunt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
In motion comes Pittman. They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away for breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Work to do following the sack is 3rd and long. A 2nd time. He goes down again. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. The man in motion is Burks. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
In motion is Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Throwing, Clifford. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Clifford. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. A short gain there to about the 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
Second down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. In motion is Hill. Throwing now on third and long. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Penalty is declined.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs have cut the deficit to 5. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. To throw, here's Clifford. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
To throw is Clifford. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Clifford looking to throw. That's caught by Hunt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now Clifford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Clifford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. In motion is Hill. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. In motion is Hill. That's to the right side, and corralled Thielen.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chance
of a yard. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Bucs offense ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. And they're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Throwing, Clifford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every position you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Trying to put up on the ground. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They'll try and run for it. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
To the air now on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know you are. And this is and probably should have just thrown it away.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got it. That's Burks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 43 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, here's Clifford. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Pittman. To throw is Clifford. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Nice change of pace there on the back end, Mike. They brought dime defense, which means they have 6 defensive backs. That's a lot of guys back there defending this passing game, and when the quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball, he tends to hold it longer than his offensive line could protect for, and he goes down for the sack.
And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. Clifford looking to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They send him right out of the slot. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From out of the, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just on the 25-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing is Clifford. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Here's first down. Slot man in motion left. Clifford. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Now Clifford. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll drop to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. Give to the right side, and Kirk's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Slot receiver headed right. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Bucs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Chance them closer to that finish line. It is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.